Hi friends, today in this session I'm going to explain what is package and about the inner class. Alright, so initially we will see what is package and how to define package and what is inner class and how to define inner class. Okay. Alright, so package is just hold on, let me go here. Package is see, in Java we do have when we create an application we do have n number of classes and interfaces. So again for each and every component there might be a few interfaces and classes. So altogether just to segregate interfaces and classes for a particular component, so we can make use of the package. So package is used to keep track of set of interfaces and classes which are made for a particular component. So if we have all the classes and interfaces which belongs to all the components, then there might be a it is not easy to track all those interfaces and classes as well. It is not it might it might give some ambiguity, like we may come up with some we might get confused where we go really. So that's the reason Java provides the concept called package. So this package it allows us the classes and interfaces of a particular component. It allows us to keep the set of classes and interfaces of a particular component. All right, so that's use of package. So how do we declare a package? The keyword package and then the name of the package. So to declare a package, we need to use a keyword package and then followed by the name of the package. If you want to have a hierarchy of packages, then then again you need to declare. You need to use a keyword package and then the name of the package, followed by the period, and then whatever the next package name we would like to give, we can give. So package, the first name, package name dot package name 2 dot package name 3. So this is what this is how we do to create a hierarchy of packages. All right, how do we so this is how we define the package. So how do we implement I mean, how do we call a package in a class? So we need to use the name. We can use the name import, and then the actual package name we can key in, and so that whatever the classes and interfaces that belongs to this package will be inherited to that class. Okay, fine. And inner class is nothing but like we define a class. All right, we define a class within a class, so that class we call it as an inner class. So again when we define a class inside a we define a class inside a class, that class might be a static class or a non-static class. If it is a non-static class, we call it as an inner class. Static class, again static class, let me come again. We just define a class, and we want to define an inner class. So what is inner class? The class where inside there is a class A, and we want to define a class within this class A. All right, that class can be a static class or non-static class. So if it is a static class, we say static nested class. If it is a non-static class, then we say non static nested class. So the other name of non-static nested class is inner class. All right, I believe you got it. So and one more thing, like inner class does have complete access to its enclosing class, wherein enclosing class, the outer class, doesn't have access to the inner class data members and method members. Okay, so let me let me show you in the program. Okay, here I'm gonna create. I just clicked on new, and then I just create a class. Name of the class is outer. C outer, the name of the class. Okay, I just click on finish. In this class, what I do, like I create an instance variable, which is just consider x equal to 10 or something. And I just created an instance variable, integer instance variable, which the name of the variable is x, and it got initialized with a value 10. Okay, now let me create a method member, which is just consider ts1, and in this I'm gonna print a text. So within outer class ts1 method. All right, just to tell that where we print the text, and we are going to call okay, fine. I've created a class, and inside this you can see I'm created a class, and then an instance variable has been declared, which is assigned with a value, and then I defined a method member. Now I'm going to create an inner class, which is so name of the class is C inner, and here what I do, I'm gonna create a method display. Here I the value of x, value of outer class data member named x. I'm just printing the value of the enclosing class, the outer class x equal to 10, right? So this instance variable I'm just calling here. How do I call? So here and now within this test1, you can see test1. Let me call the display method. What I have done, like I have created a class. Okay, the class name is C outer, and inside this you can see the instance variable x equal to 10. And then what I do, I defined a method which and this method will call a method of the inner class. This ts1 method will call this method is going to call the display method of inner class. Okay, so I'm just, how do we call? We just create an object. We create an object for the inner class, and then I call the object is CIN, and that with that object, inner class object, we call the inner class method within the outer class. Within the outer class method member. So why do we need to create an object for the inner class? The enclosing class doesn't have access to the inner class. When the inner class can have the inner class does have access to the outer class data member and then method member. That's the reason in the inner class you can see within the display method, inner class method, I'm just printing the instance variable of the enclosing class. All right, so it fine. Let me create a class that is going to access the, with that class we are going to access both the inner and outer classes. Okay, just consider main app, demo, inner outer class. I'm just I just tick the check boxes, which is public static void main, and then click on finish. Here I have created a class named demo inner outer class. So here what I do, I just create an instance for the outer class, enclosing class. So see, okay. So now with this, I just call the cu dot ts1 method. Okay, so this I'd like to print here that we just system.println, this is being printed being in demo inner outer class main method. Okay, fine. So here we go. I'm gonna run this. Okay, let's see. You can see the first statement, the program got executed and we got the output. It shows this is printed. The first statement you can see this is printed being in demo inner outer class main. So we have created a main class. The name of the class is demo inner outer class main method. The control this statement got printed being in that demo inner outer class main method, and then now the control, so you can see here, and then we are calling ts1 method. So ts1 method, it is the enclosing method here. So in this method ts1, which is in C outer class. Okay, now system.println within this, so within outer class ts1, this got printed here, you can see. So ts1, where the control comes here and this statement got printed here, and then the next statement it calls the display method, sin.display method. So inner class object is created, and that class display method here, display method inner class is here, and you can see the inner class, and then this inner class display method is called. Okay, we make a call to the inner class display method, and then inside that we just print the value of the x, which is nothing but it is an instance variable of C outer class. It is an instance variable it is an instance variable of enclosing class, that is C outer. See, you can see the value of outer class data member named x equal to 10. So the value of 10 got printed. So from this you got to understand, I believe you got to understand the inner class C inner, it does have direct access to the outer class data member and method members, when the outer class doesn't have access to the inner class. I mean, the enclosing class doesn't have access to the inner class. Let me again. From this you got to understand, I mean I believe you understood, like the inner class does have complete access to the data member and method member of its enclosing class. Okay, and wherein the enclosing class doesn't have access to its inner class data member and method members. All right, so just if the enclosing class wants to have access of the inner class, then it has to create the object. So here we created an object. So that's how it works. All right, and the inner class, this class, yeah, again this inner class can be in other words, they call it as I mean whatever the class we define within this enclosing class, we call it as a nested class. Again, nested class is categorized into two: static and non-static. Static nested class is seldom used, wherein non-static nested class, that is the inner class, um, is in use. All right, because it does have direct access to the data method members of the enclosing class, wherein static nested class, um, well, it can access only with the object. So um, what fine, I believe this session gives you more I mean this session uh, gives you much knowledge on inner class and what is package, and how do we make use of package and inner classes in Java programming. All right, now let me catch you with other topics in the upcoming sessions. Please do subscribe to the channel Java Track, and if you like this session, kindly share with your friends and well wishers. Thanks for watching. Have a nice time. Bye bye.